Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I am your host CDB, and today we are going to do a head shave with these Cremo, what's this called? Portable shave sheets, whatever that is, I'm not sure. There you see the instructions on the back, and it says remove, let's just unbox them to start with. Headblade will be the razor. I'll show you that in a minute. People have been asking about the Headblade, so behold, here it is. So let's open this box. And here are our wondrous shave sheets. And it says remove packets under warm running water, run between hands like so. Discard the paper, slap the cream on. We'll see. I got these today when I was going around looking for the products for the supermarket shave, and that's what it looks like right there. Looks like almost like a piece of wax paper, thin wax paper. So in a minute we'll wet it. We'll probably do it improperly because the camera's not down here, it's up here, and it's going to be hard to do that. And so we'll see what we can do. We're also going to use the one blade. It's been a long time since we've rolled with the one blade, Headblade, excuse me, I'm saying one blade, Headblade Moto. So we'll use that. So let us go ahead and slap a little bit of moisture here on the dome to start with. Thanks so much for joining. And I'm just gonna wet this sheet a little bit and try to bring it up here for you and see how this goes. It says to run it underwater, but so you can see it, I'm just going to continue to do this number, and you know, we're getting some lather out of it. Probably is not as much as you were supposed to because that sheet is kind of breaking down on me. Let's try to add a little bit more moisture to the mix. I'm not doing it as designed by running water over it, so I'm imagining I'm not getting as much water as you would like, and so that is probably not good, but we're going to go with what we got, which really isn't much. Okay, let's do it the right way. I tried my way so you could see it. That didn't go very well, so I'm going to dry my hands off. Let me dry them off. I'll run it underwater like they say and see if it's any better. Stand by. All right, so we're back, and we're going to run this over here under warm running water, trying to stay in the frame. Let's see if it does any, what? It's slipping out of my hands into the sink is the problem I'm having with it. And as I'm working it, the problem I'm having is that the paper is breaking down on me and slipping into the water. So I'm not having a good I'm not having a good run with this. It was either slipping out of my hand and going into the sink, or the paper is breaking down. And now, you know, I'm getting dry. This is just a silly thing. Again, the first time I didn't do it right. So, you know, whatever. But the second time, I don't know. This is awfully gimmicky. I thought if it really brought some good lather, it would be cool to travel with. But that's 2 shots at it now, and I'm not digging that. I'm just not. Again, maybe I need to take more time with it. I just put it under running water, and it was either shooting out of my hands like a wet trout, or breaking down. You know, the paper actually tearing up and breaking down as I'm trying to do what it says to do. And that's just not good. That's what it says, under running water, rub shave sheet between hands. No, rubbish. I don't like that. I tried twice. Let's go to something that does work. And this was not planned, obviously, but I had a feeling in case it doesn't work, we'll bring out the Headslick and we'll just use it brushless, in the same way that we were going to use this other product, and it will work. Man, oh man, that I like Cremo, don't get me wrong, but that is way too gimmicky, and I don't like it. And, you know, like I said, I'm following the first time I didn't, so I gave it the benefit of the doubt. But the second time I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and it's just either breaking down or shooting out of my hands because it's under running water. And I don't need that. Now, with the Headslick, you don't need to have what would be a typical traditional lather, because you can use it brushless, but you can also create a lather with it. Maybe for the second pass, I'll mix it up a little bit and create a lather with it. Good stuff. As always, when it's available on Amazon, I'll have a link for you below, affiliate link that helps out the channel. Boy, when you get this Headslick on your hands, everything gets slippery. So here we go with our Headblade. The reason that I prefer blades with a handle is primarily because it gives me more control around my ears and so on. If you're not careful with the Headblade, because of the way it's designed and you're not used to using it, you can nick your ears, and I have. But that said, it does make it a pretty easy method to do a really quick head shave because of this rolling mechanism. That ball rolls and you just follow it along and it works just fine. You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong in my estimation with the Headblade. It works just fine. I just like the control that a handled razor provides, and so therefore I typically use the Harry's or a Defender or something like that. And so here we go. Is my head red there from that Cremo? I don't know. I know it's not the Headslick because I use the Headslick all the time. Head looks kind of red to me. So I don't know. Maybe the Cremo sheet didn't agree with me. But anyway, this is really as simple as it gets as far as the Headblade goes. Again, I like the control. This just gives me a little more maneuverability. However, the Headblade does a great job. I'm just very cautious around my ears because I have nicked my ears, and so. But apart from that, I think it does a pretty doggone good job. It's a good shaver, and you know I love the Headslick. I've been talking about that the last number of days, you know, quite a bit. And really, if you want to with the Headblade, you know, you can really do a pretty quick shave because you just roll it on along. Okay, let us go ahead, and this time we'll put a little Headslick in the bowl here, just a little, and we will wet our brush here. We got the West Coast Shaving synthetic, and we will just work it up a little bit. It doesn't really take much effort, and I'm not going to bring it to a full bowl lather. I'm just going to bring it enough to load my brush with. Need a little bit of water. There we go. We put a little bit of water in it, and we continue to work it just a little bit. And look, you know, it doesn't take much effort to get enough lather there. If you continue to work it, you will build a good lather with this Headslick. Quality product, in my opinion. Okay, let's wet the head down a little bit. And this time we'll use the brush with the beloved Headslick. Man, those Cremo sheets, that's rubbish. I don't like that. That is just a failed. It's a good idea in theory, but I don't like it. Now, I have used before, like the Pacific Shave has those little packets. They're like the size of a, I don't know, like a piece of Trident gum that you punch out of the aluminum type thing, like a square. And they're shave cream packets, and you just put them in water and it dissolves the sort of packaging. Those work fine. I've used them. They work. But this, I don't know about that. I don't like the execution. I'll try again at some point. But if it's that finicky where either it's going to completely break down in between my fingers with minimal rubbing, I mean, it's not worthy of my time, because there are too many other good products. That's sort of the notion, or I shouldn't say notion. That is sort of my policy about shave gear. If I have to spend a ton of time because it's really finicky, let's say it's really, really finicky to lather. If a soap is super finicky to lather, I'm not going to fool with it. It's a waste of my time. Why? Because there's too many products that work well without needing to fool with it and dial it in. And, I don't want that. That's foolishness. And so if I have to focus and use only a little bit of water, and, if it's that finicky, I don't want it. I want something that's going to lather, like a typical soap would. So if I have to do all these special things just to make something work, what's the point of that? It's just an aggravation, quite frankly. And so I'm not going to fool with it. And this, to me, the Cremo shave sheets, there's another word that starts with S that I can think of that I'm not going to say because this is a family-friendly channel, but shave you know what with the other S word. Not good. I don't like it. I do like the Cremo cream. I think it's good. Touching up the dome here. This spot right here, by the way, is I don't know why this spot is the toughest spot to get, and I have to do all these different, come at it from multiple directions before it will behave. And there's a spot like right back here that's kind of that way. And like I said, around the ears here is what's difficult for me with the Headblade. And I've probably called it the one blade several times, so my apologies. But I will say, don't be afraid of the Headblade if you want to try it. Like, I've made a long video with it, but it doesn't need to be that long. It's a good shaver. Obviously, it uses a cart style blade. I didn't really show you the razor much because I'm assuming most of you have seen it, but that's what it looks like. It's got a roller there. Put it in your fingers and just go to work. And I do like it. I just don't use it as much because, again, I like the control that the Defender and the Harry's I have, especially around my ears. That's just a personal preference thing, but the Headblade is good stuff. So that was a nice head shave. Stay tuned. We will rinse it down and come back and do a post for you. Stay tuned. And we are back with the magic made by witches. There's Witch Hazel. Good stuff, which I like a lot. All right. Let's let that set for just a moment. Quick review of what we used today before we get to the aftershave. We use the Headblade razor. Good shaver for your head if you're a head shaver. Please feel free to check it out if you like. If it's sold on Amazon, I'll put a link below. Headslick, absolutely terrific. I love this with brush, without brush. It works absolutely phenomenally, in my opinion. The Cremo portable shave sheets. What do we think about this? Longtime viewers may know what this is. It's got a lot of dust on it. But for this product, gonged. Out of here. Not worthy of being in the den. Do not like it. Too gimmicky. It either slipped out of my hands or didn't generate enough lather. It just doesn't work well for my use case. If you like it, keep liking it. I do not. Gonged, out of here. No good is my estimation on that. Let's finish it off on a positive note, though. We have for you today the Aqua Velva Classic Ice Blue, which will not be gonged because I like it. Good old throwback, sort of aftershave. Aqua Velva. Woo-wee. I'm liking that. Been a long time since I've had to bring out the gong, people. I have reserved the gong for products that I just absolutely do not like. Not products that don't perform as well as I like, but just products that like out, not fooling with it, waste of my time. So sorry if it was too loud, but that's aggravating. I don't even want to fool with it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Anyway, thanks to you for joining me for this head shave. I hope you will come back soon. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB. You are not. God bless.